For generations, Britain's bike riding community have been united in the hot pursuit of one thing: road safety. Little did they know, however, that the answer might have been right under their wheels all along. This is the story of Britain's secret cycle lanes. Back before the Second World War, the government set about building a nationwide network of cycle lanes. Their mission? To cut the amount of cyclists killed on the road, which stood in 1934 at an alarming 1,300. That's over 10 times what it is today. In 6 years, 280 miles were built in total, and it all started like this.
To Mr. Oliver Dietrich, on a 50-year-old penny farthing, fell the honour of the inaugural ride.
Unfortunately, the war got in the way, and in the immediate aftermath, making Britain cycle-friendly was no longer a priority. The programme came to a grinding halt, and those lanes that had already been built disappeared under grass verges, footpaths or expanded roadway. Journalist Carlton Reid has been hunting down these secret cycle lanes, including this one in Manchester.
Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle.
So this is an actual 1930s cycle lane?
It absolutely is, and you can see the curbs, all of which were put in place 80 plus years ago, and they're still here.
And it's very nice, it's very flat, it's segregated, you've got grass verges. They've done a nice job of it.
There was a whole movement back then of like beautifying roads. So this was part of that, segregating everything, keeping everything safe, and making sure people wanted to use these things.
Not all of them are in as good a nick as this one, however. Some of the lanes have become so overgrown they haven't even been found yet. But Carlton is determined to do it. He thinks they could even be reopened to be used by modern-day cyclists. But time is running out. Well, I must admit, I'm amazed that this is still here, because it looks like if they ever wanted to widen this road, they'd say, well, we've already got a new carriageway here. We just chop into the cycle lane.
Exactly. It's
so
stunning.
that could still happen at any time.
It's stunning that it's lasted for 80 years and it's still here.
One man who's backing the campaign to reopen Britain's lost cycle lanes is Olympic gold medalist and Manchester's cycling czar, Boardman.
Chris,
How did you feel when you realised there was a whole network of cycling lanes that had been built in the 1930s?
I think, like everybody else, probably a mixture of exasperation, as in we had it and we threw it away, and total curiosity that it's often here, hidden in plain sight. I mean, who would know that this had such a history and was such a part of transport in Greater Manchester?
And for Chris, this is personal. In 2016, his mother Carol, a former racing cyclist herself, died after a collision when riding on a road in North Wales.
My mother was killed while she was riding a bike, something that she enjoyed well into her 70s. She rode a bike more than I did, and I'm now passionate that I will focus on the things that keep people really safe.
And the members of the Vintage Cycle Club agree. What do you think about these old cycle lanes? Do you think they should be brought back into use?
Absolutely, yeah.
I would be in favour of anything that prioritises bikes in any way.
If you had a better infrastructure of cycle lanes, you get more people on cycles, you get more fitness, you get less obesity.
No one's saying that reopening these secret cycle lanes will be enough on its own to end the battle on our roads. But as with so many things, perhaps the key to the future lies in the past.